Man's riding another man's neck, you know? How's man got his nuts that close to another man's face? Turtleneck suit and all. Tom, you're a disgrace to Scousers, fam.
Tom's on through, watch sirens near. Said Klopp out, that takes severe. Tuchel in, you lost the plot. Replacing a legend, nah, you're not hot. Robbo's cooked, but he's still your guy. 2025, we need to buy. Left back crisis, you stay blind. Man stuck in a past rewind. Van den Bergen, bro, that's bait. He ain't ready, stop pushing fate. 50 for Lavia, you said it's wild. These levels above, that take was vile. Tom, you're a fraud, disgrace to the north. Scouts are supporting England, get off. Turtleneck on while he rides his boss. Balls on shoulders, taking that loss. No streaming months, you vanish, mate. Said Mount's the one. That ain't great. 70 mil for Gyokeres' name. We'd be robbed, that price is lame. Quanta over Konate's fire. That's like swapping heat for a flat car tire. Mid with Carve and Elliott too. This ain't academy mode, it's Liverpool boo. Nunes banging goals, that's lies. He shoots wide more than he tries. Wirtz false 9, that's not the plan. Bro, you're not Pep, you're just a fan. Skulls over Gerrard, shameful talk. That alone should make you walk. Tom's an alcoholic, truth exposed. Drinks 10 pints but water's ghosted. Tom, you're a fraud, disgrace to the north. Scouts are supporting England, get off. Turtleneck on while he rides his boss. Balls on shoulders, taking that loss. Still no stream, man's gone MIA. Sipping lager, dodging the tray. Wirtz false 9, that ain't the play. Tom takes belonging yesterday. Condom suit still tight. No stream since last daylight. Still gassing, still crashing. Tom, you're officially finished.
100% Tom's finished. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you it's actually not my fault I'm late. The guys in the background will all vouch. Literally it was just StreamYard being a little bitch for no reason. Like just lagging out. Internet speed's 500 megabytes per second and the streaming software is not working. It is what it is. Anyway, big up to everyone locked in, whether you're watching this right now or on the replay. Please do make sure you guys are liking the video. Do make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you guys right here, right now, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Tom is going to be on the channel tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. UK time, inshallah. I have to mention UK time because certain people don't know about UK times. Anyway, speaking of the person who doesn't know about UK times, joining us, representing the Chelsea today, my brother. Absolutely love working with you as well. I like RSM Roberto.
Yes, sir. How's it going, people? How's it going? You already know. Thank you for having me on the channel. As always, I appreciate it. I'm ready to talk some transfer talk. You know what I'm saying?
Who the fuck is that on your screen? Oh, that's Reece James. I thought it's the quarterback. What's his name? Odell Beckham.
Nah, Reece James, man. Best right back in the world, bro. You already know.
You can say that now. Don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. He's gone. He's gone. Anyway, from one London club to the other, massive fraud. We all love working with him. We all love listening to his takes. Infamously, he said Sesko is less of a risk than Rodrygo. He said it. I watch Egal Talks Football. I promise you, I watch. I'm a subscriber. Anyway, man like Sulz is in the building. How do you
When did I say Rodrygo? I never said Rodrygo. I said for Gyokeres.
Yeah, you said if you want to go by stats-based analysis, you're not convinced by Rodrygo. You said it. Why are you backtracking?
No. No one listened to that argument. I said if you're doing stat-based analysis, like a lot of these morons do, then you wouldn't be convinced by Rodrygo because you're looking at a teletext rather than actually watching the game. That's the first thing I said. I don't.
So are you personally convinced by Rodrygo then?
Man, he transforms the entirety of our team. He becomes by far our best player. By far, there's not even a question.
Who's the one that doesn't convince you then?
Obviously, Badiweki.
Shout out, man. Soon.
Yeah, that guy don't convince no one, brother. I promise you.
Soon, man. AFTV sees a vision, brother. Soon. AFTV sees a vision, man. Believe. Hashtag believe, bro.
No.
I agree.
Never believe in that.
Definitely believe.
Yeah, that happened.
Anyway, joining us next on the channel, we're going through all the London clubs. You get me? This guy, Mr. International, Mr. Global, you get me? Artist, entertainer, and Spurs fan. Everyone knows he's gonna mention his club today when it comes to the Eze talk. Man like Deji is in the building. How are you doing, Deji?
Big up my bro. Big up the rest of the panel, my brothers. The last time I was on this channel, I didn't have a trophy. So obviously I've been moving with a different air and a different presence. And for me, I'm here to talk transfers. I'm here to talk football. But I want you to all know that having won that major trophy couple weeks back, I have the taste for more trophies from my club. Nobody on this panel can chat to me. No one but Liverpool had a better season than Spurs on this panel. And so for that, I'll tell the rest of I'll tell everyone like Roberto to hold that. So hold that as well. You know what I mean? Respect me. But yeah, let's get into it.
Hey, big up. I love it. It's already started. It's already started. Hey, I like it. I like it. It's already started. Big up to you, Deji. Joining us next, making his debut on the channel. We need a touch of fraudulence. You get me on the stream today. This guy, one of the biggest frauds by far one of the biggest frauds in the planet. Furthermore, not just in football content, you know. And he's definitely gonna offer us that little bit spray of fraudulence on today's stream. Madrid fan, you guys have seen him on the football terrace. And like Will is in the building. How doing, Will, mate?
I don't like how you introduced me. You know what I'm saying?
Did he lie to him?
I feel like some more respect should be put on my name since you're my feeder club, but that's all good.
Wow.
Big up to everybody that's watching, man. Thanks for having me on the channel. Deji, I had a better season than you. So just wanted to throw that out there. And RSM,
How?
now at Real Madrid. That's the best right back in the world.
How do you have a better season than Spurs? What do you win?
What do you mean? I won the
He's gonna do the preseason cups, bro.
And
He's counting the preseason cups. He's a fraud. Yeah, he is. No, he says that they won 2 trophies this season. So you just gotta let him live in his delusion.
Yeah,
That's all good.
No, see, but RSM, you're right, bro.
If I win the club, bro,
emotional, but
no, you do the delusion, right? Yeah, exactly. You don't do the emotional stuff. You do the mental illness stuff. I hear you, bro. I hear you.
I just deal in facts. Factually, is the UEFA Super Cup and is it not 2 major trophies? Just yes or no?
You didn't win them. I wouldn't count it for this season. So I would not count those for this season.
Those competitions.
That's
actually, you want to know something? RSM is right. The reason why they say Pep won the 6-tuple, he won the Super Cup the year after. It's not. It's no, like yes, they count it as part of this. So the Super Cup will be part of like the season before that.
Yes, but it was still won this season. That's what I'm saying. That's all that I'm saying. That's all that I'm saying. So
fairs, you're being very fraudulent, but fairs. And the fact you have to compare yourself to Spurs shows that Barcelona only.
But also shows that since the last time we spoke, you know what I mean? Man obviously respects the achievement of my club to be putting each other in. And bro, I look, let me be real with you, bro. I can't wait to play your club in the Champions League. I can't wait to slap you up. You come to my yard, come to your yard. I don't mind.
Who club are you talking about?
Madrid. Oh yeah, Deji. Oh yeah, Deji always aim for the best, brother. I promise you. That's what the Deji is all about.
Bro. Like,
hey, look, bro. Xabi Alonso is here now. We'll make your ground look like a training pitch. Come on, stop it. Nobody right about
Here we go.
What you need to do is pray for that PSG Super Cup match because I'm going
to look at all the panelists right now and say, you guys have really upgraded because you got Trent.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you is because you got Trent? Now you think you're someone.
Hold on, wait a minute. So
listen, guys. We'll fight in a bit. Let me brother from another mother. Forever we're gonna be enemies. You get me? But I love him. It's like the best love-hate relationship in history of football YouTube. You get me? He loves me and I hate him. Joining me on the channel is the man, the myth, the legend. And yesterday he was trying to do this whole like, oh, he's gonna put me on a panel where I'm gonna be the bad guy for stating the obvious. No, brother, you're the bad guy because you're the bad guy. That's just who you are, mate. Anyway, hi Flawless, how you doing?
Don't hit me with that. You know you be setting me up.
You know it's true as well.
Yeah, whatever, man. Big up to the entire panel. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to the panel. Yo, you should have let the man kept going. I was super entertained. You could have.
Yeah, I was enjoying that still.
I was thoroughly enjoying it, but you got better because you got Trent. I like that. You know
it's the truth though.
Let me put you between them before they fight again.
I don't like the disrespect on the best right back in the world.
Disrespectful, you know.
He's not the best right back in the world, but we move, bro.
Hey, look,
yeah, respect Rhys James, mate. Please.
Hey, respect Rhys James. Yeah.
This guy Rhys James just sneezed the wrong
I'm so
way.
shameless.
Have to miss 4 months of football.
A year ago, literally, I would have never made that statement. Just a year ago, I did never. I
told you, Liverpool lands, they can give up the lie. It's over. The war is over.
Yeah, it's done, guys. Rhys James is clear. Big up to Fonzie, says, welcome to the channel, Will. You 100% fraud waffler, is what Fonzie's saying. This how you welcome people. This is exactly how I welcome people. And he was mad at me for introducing him as a fraud. Brother, it's your reputation. It's not me. That's
you
just
know
the reputation.
Your
Jesus
reputation
himself
precedes
had
you,
haters,
bro.
So it's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
People
ever
know
compare
about
yourself to
American
Jesus
waffle.
Christ.
I didn't
People
compare
know-
myself. I know. I'm just saying. People
Actually,
hated
I will
on
take
Jesus.
it back. I have to apologize. There's one guy that's a bigger fraud than you that you work with on a weekly basis, and that's fucking Vader. That's the one guy that is by far the most gaslighting fraud
shout out
in the
to you.
universe.
He is the guy.
He has a very strong gaslighting arc. Whenever
Yeah,
Vader
yeah.
gaslights, it's just next level gaslighting. Like, I have to give him that. No one gaslight like him. Anyway, guys, listen, we already got 600 people in the house. We haven't even started the show yet. Do make sure you guys are liking the video. Do make sure you guys are subscribing. Also, Sarcasm City TV in the description. Flawless. Sulz, Gunnar Sulz in the description. RSM TV in the description. Will, Football Carnage TV in the description. Deji Spurs. They're all in the description. Go give them, please, all a subscribe. I'm going to start off with Arsenal, but I'm going to ask Deji a question because this is a player that's kind of been linked to both clubs. Deji, where do you think Eze is headed this transfer window?
Yeah, bro, you know me already. I don't listen to fake news. Eze already made it clear that he wants to come to my club. And let me explain the reason why. Eze won a trophy last season. He won the FA Cup respectfully with Crystal Palace. And now he wants to play Champions League football and win bigger trophies. And my club won the European trophy. Eze, let it make sense. You guys all kickball. Would it make sense to go from likely to win a trophy, albeit it may be domestic, to a team that does everything it can not to win a trophy? And so for me, Eze wants to come to Spurs because one, he's look, the whole thing about his what was it, the buyout clause, they reduced it to 60 mil and then said, look, Spurs, we're even happy for you to play 20 mil over 3 years. You're only doing that if the player wants to leave. And then what you guys want to do is that the Red Tottenham, the Spicy Spurs, Scotch Bonnet FC, Red Hot Chili Peppers, think that they can come in and bulldoze the deal. They can't bulldoze the deal because the Red Tottenham doesn't have any pulling power. And Hussam, you're asking me why don't they have any pulling power? Well, it all started in the semi-final in the home leg against PSG when they put up that shower curtain. They didn't take themselves seriously or their club. So no self-respect.
Mate, you've been getting rejected left, right, and center. Even the guys who you beat in the final are taking players over you. Can I tell you stay in your
why
lane.
they wouldn't come to your club with that based on that shower curtain?
Bro, even Brian Mbembo ain't coming to your club. He's going to the Dusty
United. Be real. You are the only club that would sign Kepa as a backup goalkeeper and then state that you guys
you're the
are
only person who would
level.
care.
You're the only one. You're the only club that would say you're raising the levels. Eze saw that and he ran away. So all of this stuff.
Yes, he's run away to come and join us and not join you. Brian Mbembo's rather go Old Trafford than join you.
The answer is. What is Eze going to do there when this club shake their bum violently for Odegaard? Remember, Odegaard is their knight in shining armor sitting on King Arthur's table. The truth is, if Eze is foolish, he will go to Arsenal. If he's ambitious, he will go to another club.
So is Brian Mbembo also an idiot? Because he also rejected, used to go to United.
No, Mbembo, you want to know? Can I answer that? You want to answer that?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not gonna knock any man who's about his money. I would sign for United
So it's
if they're dumb enough to pay me 140 bags a week.
So he's not stupid now, but because he's rejecting your ass.
Mbembo was on 50 grand. Mbembo was on 50 grand a week.
He rejected both of you two, by the way. Just to clarify, he rejected both Arsenal and Spurs.
Oh no, we're apparently dusted. We're apparently dusted. I'm trying to make the point. Even dustier club in United are able to get a player.
You are one of the realest United fans that I know.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Only you would pay Casemiro 300 grand when he's over 30. You know, like that. Only you would do that. So
why do you acting like it's just us that spends being that might be outrageous?
What I'm trying to say is a lot of other teams Casemiro would not be getting more than 100 grand a week. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But you guys would happily pay for him.
Well, like I said, you lot went in for Mbeumo. It weren't a money thing. You lot were going to pay him the money. You lot were paying him the money.
And Mbeumo's thinking about his financial future and early retirement by coming to your club. That's it.
So was he going to play for you lot for free?
Mbeumo, but we wouldn't. What has Mbeumo done to say that he's worth 150 grand a week?
Have you seen the numbers and the performances he's put up over the last 2-3 years? What are we talking about here? You don't have it. If he joins you, he's your best attacker. What are you talking about?
No. So can I ask
No. Deji, no. Let me ask you a question. No. Let me ask you a question. Name an attacker you have that's better than Mbeumo today, 2025, the 2nd of July. What attackers do you have that's better than him?
Spurs have? No,
yes.
That Spurs. I can name plenty other attackers.
No. Forget that. Who's better? So there's none at Spurs. So if he joined right now,
Deji,
none of Tottenham's attackers are on 150 bags a week, bro. None of your attackers are on his level. None of your attackers are on his level. Do you think in Mbeumo's first season at United that he would get 15 plus Premier League goals? Not all comps, Premier League. Answer that. Do you think he would?
Yeah, I think he'll get 15, yes.
You think so? But look
he just got 20 at
Look how your tone changes.
He just got 20 at Brentford. Why could he not get 15 here?
Because your team is one of the dustiest.
Why not? Yeah, but our team is terrible. But the aim is to get better.
Hold on, wait, Deji. How much is James Madison
European champion pull? You can't even pull anyone. Enzo's running the other way. And Mbeumo's running the other way.
Madison is on 100. Madison is so James Madison's on 170K a week.
Nice.
So Mbeumo's now worth 150.
Man, just be waffling, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't even take it a straight face. What are we doing out here, man? Come on.
At Brentford, he was a big fish in a small pond. Yeah.
But we're Dusty.
When you go to United,
we're not a big pond. No.
Madison's on 170. Madison's on 170, by the way. Madison's on 170.
I just said that, bro.
Deji,
they were paying Werner 160.
We can't have it. It can't be Manchester United a Dusty in one sentence, but then in the second sentence, we're a big pond is either or. We either dusted and not a big pond, or a big pond.
But Flawless, let's be real. Yeah. The sort of wages. Look, Rashford is on 325 grand.
Why do you think that? And Madison's on 170.
You must be big.
Madison's on 170.
You've got
Madison's on 170.
You know, Rashford and Casemiro pay for.
I'm fully aware. They're bad deals we've done in the past. Yes, fully aware of that. We've done well, and they've seen more trophies than you've seen in your entire life.
If you can afford to pay 2 players above 300 grand a week, man, you're not a big fish.
Yes, we know they're bad deals. 100% they're bad deals. We make bad deals. You're a Spurs fan. You know all about bad deals. You had a bad deal supporting them. What are we talking about here? We know we make bad deals.
That is the only reason. Look, Florida, I don't know why you're
not a lot.
Offended. If I was in your camp, look, where I grew up, it was about the money. And it didn't matter how you got it.
I hear you.
Hey, Flawless thinks that as well. You best believe that.
I hear you on the money side of things. Where I disagree with you is 150 is not a lot.
No, I'm just saying, my brother.
I don't know where you got this 150 from me.
I watched that Sarcasm City TV clips video. I watched it.
Yeah, man,
he was like 150 grand a week. He'd sing "You'll Never Walk Alone." Flawless. So you
yes.
What he has over my club is that you were able to offer Cunha 200 grand a week, bro. Like,
did we offer Cunha 200 grand a week?
I mean, how much is he getting a week?
I don't know. You got the numbers.
Roughly, from what I've seen, it's about 200 grand a week, bro. We can't
just lie.
So you're gonna try and do an undercover Chelsea thing and buy your way out of your problems. And I really hope it goes well for you.
How else are we supposed to get out of our problems,
bro? Like between Cunha,
Deji. How else are we supposed to get out of our problems?
No, I hear you, bro. But I'm
all right. So don't say it like it's a negative. So don't say it like it's a negative.
People are not coming to you because you're good. People are coming to you because they want a payday. And if I was there, I would join them too.
Of course, but with Mbeumo, it weren't solely that you lot ain't in such a great position over us. What are we talking about here? What are we doing? 150 is not a lot. That's not a money thing.
Are you in Europe next season?
No.
So then why would they come to you then?
Ask Mbeumo. Why would Mbeumo come to us over you? Why did he reject you? Why is Eze going to reject you?
Or a payday.
But you could offer him 150. You can
But there's
offer him
nothing
150.
wrong in going to a team.
No. You lot can offer him 150. What are you talking about? 150 is not a lot. You have players on more than that. Madison's on more than that.
You know what Solanke's on?
What's Solanke on?
We spent 65 mil on Solanke, and he's on 90 grand a week, bro.
Yeah, Solanke's not on the level of an Mbeumo. Solanke's not on the level.
But look, Flawless. All I'm saying is, I respect your club. You guys are massive in the game in terms of how you pay. If I was a professional footballer, I would set aside
I understand
my personal biases.
There's no disputing that. I'm talking about Mbeumo. Deji, you've mentioned it's 150. 150 is not a lot. You have players on more, so what are you talking about? That's where your argument falls down.
How many players do we have on more than 150?
It don't matter if it's 1 or 10. I'm saying, could he be your best attacker? He levels you up. You're in desperate need to improve.
You better overhype.
You don't level. Wait. Mbeumo doesn't improve Spurs, is what you're saying.
He would improve Spurs, but
okay,
and he would improve you because you're poor.
Of course, you're poor too.
What I'm trying to say is I'm finding it very disconcerting at the moment, Flawless. And me and you, we never have beef. But I'm going from a Manchester United when I was growing up, and I'm going to be showing my age here, of where you had the likes of Cantona, where you had the likes of Ryan.
Yeah, we similar age. Man knows how good we used to be. I hear all of this, Deji. I'm just talking about this.
I never thought I would see the day where a United fan would shake their bum for a player from Brentford. I never thought.
Deji. Two things. One, I don't shake my bum for no player. And two, they see some of the players you just mentioned there. Where did we get them from? We got them from the likes of Brentford. When you go through our legends, we got them from other mid-table clubs. What are we talking about?
Roy Keane was bought from Forest.
Where did Roy Keane come from, Deji?
Forest.
And what happened to Forest the season we bought him, since we're doing history?
Cantona, Leeds.
No. We'll just start with Keane. What happened with Nottingham Forest that season that we signed him?
They got relegated.
He was a championship player. So what are we talking about here? About shaking your bum from did it? Come on, man. If we're gonna talk, let's talk.
I'm just saying. Look, the beautiful thing about Hassan's channel is there's a lot of receipts that come off these shows often. I'm telling you, Mbeumo doesn't get 15 plus Premier League goals in his first season at your club. And then I say to you, was it worth it?
Yes, it is. Because even if he don't get 15, let's say he gets 10 and 10, let's say he gets 20 GNA overall in the Premier League, which I think he will get. That's money well spent.
Okay.
So what are we talking about here? You don't have to necessarily be 15.
I'm going to just say one thing, honestly. I think Mbeumo starts for every club on the panel except Will's club.
Yeah, and this guy talking about 150 like it's a lot. That's what
he starts for all of our teams. He don't start for Madrid, obviously, but he starts for everyone else.
150, you know. When you got Madison over there who can't start, who's on more, make it make sense. What we doing?
Bro.
But anyway, Sulz, do you think Eze is going to choose Arsenal over Spurs?
Who did you start?
Yeah, you go to Sulz. I'm asking you.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Of course, why wouldn't he? Like, think about the trajectory of the two clubs are closer to winning a major honor. Yeah, not some second-rate cup. Like, let's be absolutely real about it.
How can you be close? Sorry to interrupt. How can you be closer when we just won?
I love the fact Spurs fans are capable of saying this now.
That's crazy.
It is Amron, bro.
Crazy. They no longer can drop into champion. Yeah,
Flawless, this all your fault, by the way. Just so you know.
It is.
My fault. Man talking about money.
You should be Arteta out because it's Spurs.
Timo Werner over there on 160. Come on, man.
No, we're talking about a Spurs fan having this much confidence. It's because of you. You know it doesn't.
Wait, Sulz, are you Arteta out?
No.
But like you would have to be because.
Are you at least Arteta doubt? Are you at least Arteta doubt?
A Tottenham fan can speak to you, like. You would have to be out with this manager, like because of that.
There's a long-term plan, man. I don't care what they have to say. Good for them. They won a second-rate European Cup. Good for them, right? I couldn't care less. Good for them. They're still getting rejected. How if they're so great? Why is Eze even considering us then? If they say, "Oh, we've just won a European trophy," even Brian and was like, "Yeah, I don't really want to join them." No one wanted to join them. They won a European Cup that no one wants to come there in their shiny new toilet bowl. Like, let's be absolutely real, man. They're a mockery of a club.
I hate
like
the
if they're so
downplaying of
great.
trophies.
If they're so great, why is Eze's head even considering Arsenal then? Man, that's not. I'm not even.
Let me
talking
just
about
read this because this is what Carl's corner is bringing up. He's saying, Deji, your dusty club backed out as soon as Arsenal was mentioned.
man.
Levels for this.
Fuck the O's.
With all due respect, you are not boxing with big clubs for players.
Yeah. Man, they saw the bigger man come in and go, yeah, actually, I don't even want to do this.
So, but
Just,
You
I
gonna
can't lie
let
to
him?
you.
You gonna let him
was
speak to you like
announced
that?
going to Spurs.
they
It's
can't
over
do
for you.
nothing.
It's
When
over.
Arsenal come into the room with Spurs, why is Spurs going to stay in it?
Shit.
is that a question?
Oof.
No,
You gonna let him talk to you like that,
Deji?
Deji? Me personally, I don't
You
know.
can have it. You
You
can have
know,
it,
you know
Deji.
what it is? I'll be real with you. I mean, I tried to behave myself this evening, but obviously this show's going to go. I can't understand what this brother is talking about when his club is probably the most unserious club on this panel. You need a
you walk out
striker.
of the room.
No, hold on, Souls, because you need to
You
be told
walked out of the room.
about
We're
your club.
unserious. but
You need a striker.
Your
and you
club,
get-
your
let me
club
tell you what
trembles
Arsenal
and the
do.
presence.
Arsenal
We
does
just-
everything what you do, everything but the thing you're supposed to do. You need a striker, and you gave us Kepa, and you're coming there talking with chest. You're telling us that you're raising the level.
window's just open, mate.
Eze
The window's
hasn't
just
even
open. He's a
been
backup.
confirmed.
He's a
I've
backup.
got Arsenal
Why do you
fans
say?
telling me that
Yeah.
Zubi Doo is better than
Yes.
Partey. Can you imagine
He
the
is.
butty dancing that these
He
guys
is.
are smoking?
He is.
Is Zubimendi better than
He is.
Partey?
Zubimendi is better, yes. What he will do for the
Can I
Arsenal in
ask
the system that we're going to be
neutrals,
playing,
can I
he
ask
is a
the
better
panel?
player.
Can I ask the panel who are neutrals? Panelists, we don't give a damn about Arsenal. Is Zubimendi better than Partey from
No.
your own observation?
Not based off how this past
Nope.
season went. No.
No,
Not
bro.
now.
No.
Not now. Maybe in the
Yeah,
future.
no.
Just
Like
not
Thomas
now.
Partey was, like Zubimendi was kind of mid at Sociedad last season.
The whole thing with Parts is because could he stay fit? You feel me? That's
Yeah.
really what it was, bro.
There you go, Souls. There you
I
go.
don't really care.
It's still a good signing, though, Souls. It's still a good
couldn't
signing.
care less,
Yeah, it's
bro.
not bad.
That's their opinion. My opinion.
Do
is
you watch
Cunha is
Sociedad,
shit,
Souls?
fam.
Do you
Cunha
watch
is
Sociedad?
shit. So that means Cunha is shit.
Let me
because I'm
ask
a
you-
neutral.
let me
Will,
ask you-
Will,
no,
wait, Will.
Do you watch
guess what?
Sociedad?
Guess what?
Will, he's
I
about
also
to watch
think Madison
Sociedad. He
is
took
shit.
the whole
By the way,
midfield,
Souls,
brother.
but do you watch
He about to
Sociedad?
watch it.
Like, did you watch Zubimendi like consistently, kind of?
Yes.
And you think he was better than Partey last season?
Yes. But Partey
Okay.
last season is the one season he's actually given to us.
Okay.
And even in that, he half ran. If you
Alright.
actually look at the PSG game, right? Prime example, right? We wanted the guy back and he was jogging back. Like, let's be real. If he actually ran, he would pull a hamstring. I'm not doing it. I'm not having another season of when is his hamstring going and is he going to run back and actually stop a transition happening? I'd much rather play as Zubimendi. Zubimendi for me is far better. And people will come to realize
Far
that when
better.
the system actually gets played.
Or better.
Far better.
Easy.
Far better.
Yeah,
I mean,
trust me,
I-
I'm telling you, his guy's going to cook.
I mean, I watch him. I don't think he's like a world class. I think he's a good, tidy
He's good.
DM.
Yeah,
He'll get
he's
the
good.
ball to like the outsides, but like
But
I don't think
he's
he's
going to
like
be
what Arsenal
playing
fans think.
alongside an Eze Odegaard or a Rice. Trust
An
me, next
Eze
to
Odegaard.
like a actual dominant like DM or a box to box next to him. Because don't forget the system changes. Like the way that people are looking at the Zubimendi signing is he's going to play exactly like Thomas Partey. That's not the plan. The plan is to transition straight away into a 4-2-3-1 again,
Okay.
where Rice plays more as a box to box, where you've got Zubimendi sitting in deeper, who's going to be the tempo controller, stuff like that. Whereas with Rice is going to be the destroyer. So the dynamic of that midfield is going to change, which is then going to allow, if it's Odegaard, if it's Eze, if it's whoever, right? Whoever plays in the 10 to actually go further up and just play the attacking game rather than coming in deep.
All right, let's not skip over that. I have one question for you, Souls, and it's coming from a place of genuine of care and also, you know, from a good place. If you bring in as the player to enable you to get it over the line.
Yes. But he's part of the puzzle. He's not the only piece.
So by bringing in Eze, you win the league.
Not him alone, no.
This is the missing piece, bro. This right here, man.
Oh, sure. Get
This is
that
the
guy
missing
off
piece.
there, bro.
This is the missing piece, bro.
Yo, bro, I'm about to break my monitor, man. Don't bring that guy in.
Big up Madueke. Big up Madueke.
No.
Before we speak
Run me
of
my
actual
50.
game changers, because I want to ask you guys your opinion on Rodrygo as well. Let me just grab a couple of these. Big up to Brandon Williams, who says, hey, big up Norwich legend. The panel is fire. Big up is what Brandon Williams is saying. Thank you. Appreciate you. All their channels are in the description. Please go give them all a subscribe. Jenny's saying, the panel we never knew we needed. Big up. Hey, big up to you, Jenny. As I said, man, go give them all the subscribe. They're all great guys, man. Today's panel is just absolutely cooking right now. I knew from when I set it up this was going to be an unbelievable show. So big up to you, Jenny, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Big up to Omar, who says, big up to the panel, still waiting. Don't worry, when Barcelona signed Luis Diaz, I'll bring you on. I promise. I promise. Promise, Omar, brother. I promise. I'm going to get you on the channel, brother. Just be patient. I promise you I will. Big up to you, man. Big up to Netflix. Says, Hussam took his L. Chat are copium campeones. It's because Ashraf and Wolfie tag teamed. You get me? And Wolfie was gaslighting Ashraf, and Ashraf was gaslighting Wolfie, like, hey, no way he said that. And then they pretended they won the debate. They did.
What'd you say?
Listen, I said, and this tees us up perfectly for this next section. That's exactly what I said. Big up to all of you guys. We have 1,000 people in here. We can't not even be on 200 likes yet. You're all a bunch of frauds. You're all a bunch of hoylens in the chat. Close the live chat and hit the like button right now. Every single one of you guys right now, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Have some shame. We're not 200 likes yet. 1,000 people in here. Anyway, what I said was, and this teases up for this next section right here. I said I don't think Arsenal, despite reports, are going to get both Eze and Rodrygo. I think that Arsenal is either going to get Eze or going to get Rodrygo. I don't think there is a world in which they sign both of them, to be honest with you. And that's what I said, because listen, like I have a very logical breakdown to it, which is in a World Cup season, as they would want to start games, Rodrygo want to start games, and I feel like Arsenal fans are living in this like bubble universe where like Arteta's gonna drop Odegaard. Yeah, you might want to drop Odegaard, but Arteta's not gonna drop Odegaard. Like Arteta's not gonna go like, oh, Odegaard, you're my captain, I'm gonna drop you. Here we go, Eze. And you can't convince Eze by telling him he's gonna be a bench player. Like, I don't think that's that part of the convincing.
His head's already turned with the scenario being known as well.
Yeah, when you say his head's turned, that means he wants to leave Crystal Palace, but he could go to Spurs and start, Eze, that is.
Yeah, but Spurs were in the room. They decided to leave it.
Yeah, but that's not what I mean. I'm saying Eze in a World Cup season is not going to go to a football club and sit on the bench.
No, but also there's another way to look at it, though. I think
but he starts ahead of who?
Yeah,
no, but I'm saying that's why I'm asking about. I'm saying including Rodrygo.
He said either or.
That's what I'm saying, either or. I don't think they sign either.
I've got a reason, right, that I think both could come in. And the reason that I think that is, this is purely based on, I think this is Arteta's do or die season. And I think that is the stance that the club's taking is, you don't do it this season and you're done. And I think that's what Bert has come in and said. Because if you think about it, when have we, like, okay, I know what people are going to say about the 3 signings that we made in Norgard, Zubimendi, Kepa aren't ambitious or whatever. I agree with that. They're not the signings that are going to, other than Zubimendi, the 2 others aren't going to be the level changes. But for us to even be thinking about signing like a Nico Williams and going in on the table of a Rodrygo, how true that is, I don't know. I'm just going off of rumors and speculations of that were in the conversation. And obviously Perez's comment coming out after it, being benched for 3-4 games in a row, etc., kind of does put a bit of an impression that there could be a possibility of this move happening. We've never shown this sort of ambition before. In the same window. Normally what ends up happening is we'll get a Rodrygo just to quieten the fans down and then miss all the other business out of it. Whereas at this season, it seems like they're going for the striker, they're going for the left winger and actually addressing the situations that have caused us problems.
So you think you're going to sign Eze and Rodrygo, right? A very simple question. Who's going to the bench then? Don't tell me rotate and this and this and that. Who's going to the bench?
It can be though. I think if Odegaard,
but it can't be because you're being disingenuous.
My answer, you can't dictate the answer. It's not a yes and no. It's if Odegaard doesn't pattern up his ideas, I think Arteta has too much of an ego to lose his job. He ain't gonna want to get sacked. If anything, the guy wants to walk away. Yeah, he does not.
First game of the season, everyone fits. Who's on the bench?
Eze.
So
that's because Odegaard has to prove himself. And if he doesn't, there's Eze right there up his ass.
So you think Arteta's brave enough to drop his captain for over a consistent period?
Right.
Thank you, Flawless.
If he, because think about it, right? It's not about his captain anymore. Now he's realized Edu's a rollover, and Edu's going to be Arteta's going to come into the room and go, "You ain't sacking me, all right, Arteta, we won't do that." But Bert's like, "Get the fuck out of here! Well, who the fuck are you?" That's the difference in the stances that these two are going to take. He ain't going to listen to Arteta like that. He goes, right, I've
but
given
like,
you what
no,
you wanted,
it's like, whoa. Instead of saying the more rational thing was like, yeah, like we're probably going to get either or. I'm hearing fan fiction.
Yeah.
I'm hearing stories. I'm hearing conspiracy theories. I'm hearing, bro, like
we have to.
I'm hearing behind the scenes videos. Like this man Arteta walk into the boardroom like, you're not sacking me, and Berta's like, who are you? Like, am I watching a drama right now? Is there a new season of the Arsenal documentary that dropped that I'm not aware about?
Yes,
because why are we?
If we're meant to be the Netflix club, then yes, we're meant to make fan fiction.
Bro, you're my guy, you know.
If we're the Netflix club, like everyone says, then we have to run the agendas. We
Nah,
have to
so-
make the stories.
Can I? So let's be honest, bro. Like, let's be real. Arsenal don't move like
why
this.
can't we get both?
You're not gonna get Rodrygo and
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
Getting Sulz. Arsenal do not move that ambitious. You're not getting both.
And the reports came out. Ornstein said today that the only way that Arsenal go and sign a left winger is if Martinelli leaves, which is unlikely.
Get the guy gone then. Get him gone.
No. He said if I hear it, Martinelli's not good enough. So I'm with you.
You're not going to get both.
Yeah, because Arsenal are a notoriously really good selling club, bro. So that definitely helps you guys.
I do think that you guys should 100% be waiting for Rodrygo though, because there's something there. I personally think that
obviously there's something there.
I think that Rodrygo is gone.
He gone.
Like, for me, I don't really care what Xabi Alonso says, like, oh, he's important and all these, because like actions speak louder than words. My man did not play in the round of 16. Actually, in the 4 games, he did not play in 2 of them. He's only had I think 28 minutes across
last 2 games. He didn't play, no.
No. So he featured in the game before, but then it's bro. Point is,
featured hype, bro.
If he wants to be the guy, if he wants to start on the left, if he wants to be one of the focal points in a team, he has to leave Madrid. He's just not going to get that.
With Rodrygo coming in, there's an argument to mistake why Eze could come in, because don't forget, Gabriel Martinelli in a World Cup season will want to leave. Because if you're going to sit there and tell Martinelli
leave to okay, we're speaking about Brazil though. He's not taking Vinny's spot.
I hear it, Sulz, but I don't think you sign Eze and Rodrygo.
No, it's either or,
then
bro.
sell Martinelli. I think Martinelli has to go beforehand, and then
that's what Ornstein said. That's what Ornstein said. Like, Martinelli has. So hold up, let me ask you this question. Hold up. Has Martinelli had any links to leave the club?
Yes.
Yeah, to Saudi club.
He's been linked.
Okay,
to Saudi
is that the only one? Is that the only one?
I've been linked to
as it currently stands, yeah. But that's probably more because no one.
I've been linked to Saudi.
You don't get the money, man.
But
that's my issue, right? So what happens?
I wish.
What happens if this is realistic, by the way? So what happens if, right, because of the wages, like you said, nobody in Europe wants to go in for Martinelli, and Martinelli says, "I don't want to go to Saudi at this stage in my career."
No.
What happens then?
I don't think we will sell him, but I think there is an argument to be made that Martinelli sees Rodrygo coming in, knowing, because don't forget, like the kind of fees that we're going to pay for Rodrygo, the wages that he's probably going to be demanding and stuff like that.
Well, he's going to be the highest player of your club, 100%.
And also he's going to be our best player, like on a technical level. You know, if he comes in, like he's guaranteed to start. Now you look at Martinelli's looking at it like, he's a Brazilian compatriot. Now, whether we think he can start in that Brazilian team, obviously every player has the ego they can start. He's looking at Richarlison starting, right? And he's going to think, I have got an opportunity. And if he's not playing at all because there's another Brazilian in his spot, he ain't going to.
But he's going to play. Like, I feel like people are kind of dramatic with not. It's a very long season. You're going to rotate. There's going to be injuries. He'll still get minutes. The thing is, Martinelli's not going to leave because nobody's going to pay him $180K a week like Arsenal did. So now the player does not have to leave if he does not want to. And if you're Martinelli, why would you leave? Because anywhere else that you go,
I'm taking the other argument that he may want to leave. Like the same way people are saying Eze might not want to join Arsenal because it's a World Cup season. But the argument could be made for Martin. Martinelli's got less of a chance because he's already out of favour with Brazil anyway.
So the only thing I wanted to say is that, I don't know how much of Arsenal games or how much you follow your club, but I think there's something about, lawyers call it precedence, which is what's happened before to almost determine what could happen now. So in the previous 2 seasons, you needed certain players. You brought in, like a Kivior or a Zinchenko. I think last season you brought what's that squid calamari, that sort of thing. Yeah. Hold on. So So, in answer to your question, I actually think it's either or. And why I think you're getting, I think you're more likely to get Rodrygo than Eze, which is why I said Eze comes to Spurs. But let's look at how Arsenal have started the transfer window. They have started the transfer window by signing Kepa, and we've got confirmation that Norgard is coming. Norgard.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a team?
The VPN, Deji.
Bruv, literally.
Norgard.
The
does
VPN.
that sound like a team that wants to bring in Eze Rodrygo? Why would you bring in Norgard when you've got Zubimendi? Like, come on, bro. So really,
Message me if you want promotion.
One big signing, and that's it. The question really is, so if you had a choice,
okay,
Rodrygo or Eze, who would you take?
So when you're talking about,
That's actually a good question. Who would you take out of the two, Rodrygo or Eze?
That's the question.
That's easy money. Come on, man.
What kind of question?
Yes, I'll say
Why
that.
are we
Like,
disrespecting the Mumbai Neymar? What are we doing here?
No, I
didn't know Eze was from Mumbai. Eze from Mumbai.
Man.
I had no idea Eze was from Mumbai.
If you're talking
Eze from Mumbai, I had no idea.
Did he just call Rodrygo the Mumbai Neymar?
The Mumbai Neymar in the New Delhi
Messi. The guy is
respect my wingers.
as anything. The guy is
Eze does nothing better than Rodrygo, by the way. Nothing.
Does everything better.
Eze better than
joking.
Oh, bro, it's like the disrespect that Rodrygo gets is crazy.
Because
Rodrygo plays on the right, so Vinny can fail rainbow flicks on the left. I hear.
All right, look,
I'm just joking.
Vinny is bigger than Chelsea. Relax. As far as Rodrygo is concerned, the left wing market is dead. This is the best left winger that is available by far. I think Arsenal, forget him still being at the Club World Cup. Arsenal needs to be working on this deal now. Do not wait. Because what I think is going to happen is that Arsenal are going to drag along and it's going to be, oh, they're talking and they're going to kill blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, I think we hear that Bayern come in for him. And then I think he ends up at Bayern. Because Bayern are desperate for a left winger. They've been moving very aggressive. And we know that they have the money because they were ready to drop it for Florian Wirtz. So I think
Diaz yesterday as well.
Yeah, so Arsenal needs to be moving now. Don't wait. Don't use the Club World Cup as
I genuinely don't think we're waiting. I think the problem is, right, you guys are comparing Arsenal when we've had a sporting director that wasn't competent. Now we've actually got someone who's a gunman in his job.
Yeah, but why do you guys do so much Berta prop? He hasn't done anything special yet.
I was about to say, bro.
You're about to sign Gyokeres? What do you mean?
No, when he signs them, when he gets them over the line.
When he gets it across the line, that's what I'm saying. Like,
he hasn't done it.
But here's the scenarios, right? He said
flawless. It's like me telling you Richard Hughes is gonna sign Isak. Yeah, but he ain't done it.
Yo, he can snap his finger and Gyokeres is here. Like, the issue isn't Gyokeres. For some reason,
gaslighting fraud, honestly.
Yeah. No. But look, this is how good Berkshire is at what he does. He said to Gyokeres, look, we're working on the Sesko deal. You just gotta wait and let's see what we want to do. And that's why Gyokeres is waiting. Gyokeres is willing to wait for Arsenal to do whatever they need to get him in. That's why I'm saying that
I actually set up a poll. Who's better? I can't believe I'm setting up this poll to begin with. But who's better for Arsenal, Rodrygo or Eze? Whichever 30% votes for Eze.
Why are you doing that as a poll? That's
the East London Neymar. We know who's better. Sorry, go on.
No, that's not even a poll. That's just stupidness. We know Rodrygo's better. That's not even a question. But the thing is, like, the legwork for Rodrygo, I think, is being done, and I think they are speaking about it. But I think the situation is just complicated because I don't know how true, like, this whole, like, they don't want him here, all of this, and I think it's a bit more complex than what we're making it out to be.
No, it's not. It's really not. Again, he's not playing in big matches for Real Madrid. He's clearly not a person that Xabi Alonso rates to start. It's not complicated, right? The only thing that would make it complicated is if Rodrygo was starting and then you're still trying to sign him. The guy is holding bench, right? Xabi Alonso thinks that we look better with Arda Güler, which we do because Arda can play in the midfield. We're running the back three now. Things are a little bit different, right? Now, I don't want Rodrygo to leave. In an ideal world, Rodrygo would be happy to be a super sub in my ideal world. But I don't think he wants to do that, right? Now, I think, yes, Arsenal would be a great signing for, he would be a great signing for you, and I think he'd fit in, right? You guys got the other Brazilian guys there as well, like Martinelli, Magalhaes, and etc. But, again, I think, like, Arsenal have to like start getting some of these deals done. Like I feel like, because again, I think other clubs will come in for Rodrygo. Like once it's more known that he's gonna be leaving.
Them come in. I bring them on. I applaud them too.
So let me ask you. You think because for me, if I'm Rodrygo, right, and if leaving Real Madrid, I'm still looking at going to an elite club that's going to give me an opportunity to play on the left wing, still win Champions League, still compete for league titles and win, right? I think Bayern makes the most sense because that front three that they have, all that they're missing, bro, Musiala in the 10, Olise on the right, Harry Kane, all that they need is a left wing. Right? That sounds a lot more attractive.
All we need is
Sesko and Straka and we can do with Odegaard. Go ahead, Sulz. Go
ahead. No, like the same way, like, you know, people look, winning Arsenal a Premier League puts him on a way higher pedestal than anything you can do at Bayern.
No, Champions League, bro. Bayern are the league club.
No, higher pedestal is true. It is true.
No.
Truthfully, deep down, let's be honest. No one gives a fuck what Bayern do unless they win the Champions League.
So I need to go there and win the Champions.
But that's what Sulz is saying. If he wins it at Arsenal, it will put him at a higher pedestal than anything he does with Bayern.
If he gets some majors with Arsenal, trust me, his pedigree just goes boom.
Like no. See, but that might work for an unproven.
Okay, let me give you another.
But that might work for an unproven player. Rodrygo doesn't need any pedigree from whatever Arsenal do. This man has won multiple Champions Leagues. He's scored big goals. He's won multiple La Ligas. He's done it at the highest level.
Ronaldo, like there's other players who would go.
Okay, Sulz. Let me ask you a better question. Let's switch this up a little bit. Let's switch this up a little bit. Forget Bayern. I agree with you. I think it puts him at a higher level, but Will's point is also true because I don't think players don't really think that way. Now, let's say Liverpool sell Diaz and we come in for Rodrygo. Then what?
Come in for him. Let's go head to head.
Sulz, who do you think that you support?
You're not that guy. Yeah, you're not that guy, bro.
Wait, hold on, Sulz. Like, which club do you support again? Because I'm a bit confused.
He's got mighty Arsenal. He's got a bit confused going on over there. I respect it, man. Sulz said, "Fuck it."
Bro, I'm a bit confused. Mercenary in the boardroom. I'm telling you, it's not Edu. You man are thinking this is Edu, man. He's a little side piece. This is Berta, bro. Mercenary.
Where did this Berta propaganda come from? Because
Habibi, I have Richard Hughes. He took Wirtz from Bayern City.
I've got an Italian.
You just won the Prem.
Yeah, we just won the Prem as well.
Bring him.
Berta's gonna have more pull than winning a Prem. What are we talking about?
May I have this PR one day that Andrea Berta has for doing nothing?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He signed Norgard VPN.
And
look at how Arsenal fans are just.
This man has not signed a forward yet, and they're doing tricks on it. It's crazy.
No. You got to understand Berta's history, though.
This is crazy.
Went into Atletico Madrid and won them the first league title.
What has he done for you?
He only won them the league title, not Berta, man. Don't do this.
But he hasn't done anything for you yet. So where's like, why are you so sure that
the window's just open? What do you want him to do? Just chill.
What do you mean? You're not at the Club Cup.
No, hold on. So Sulz.
Yo, cook him, bro.
This season is make or break for Arsenal, right? It's been 6 years of phases and the process and second place and losing, whatever. Okay. He's just won the league. Arne Slot's first season. Now, I hold my hands up. I was one of those people that once Jurgen Klopp left, I said Liverpool were cooked. I said Liverpool don't have the ambition. It's over, right? Now, they've went out there in this window so far. After winning the league, they've signed Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez. They've also signed Frimpong. They're looking at bringing in Mark Gay, and they're looking at bringing in a striker as well. And they just won the league. So they already have 3 very big signings already through the door. You cannot keep giving these excuses for Arsenal, who need to be trying to overtake a team like Liverpool, a team like Man City,
next
who
week
already
we got
signed
Gyokeres and Rodrygo. Do you really want me to be crying today? Like, what is the point of me crying?
No, but
it will get done. Why am I crying? Our first pre-season game is on the 23rd of July. Why the fuck?
So you think the business? You think the business will get done before the win later on this
preseason? Yeah, it'll be done, man.
I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Okay, I can cry today, and guess what? Next week they go and sign them. How stupid do I look?
Facts.
I mean, I get it. I think that you're going to be.
Do you know when I'll have a meltdown? I'll be honest with you, Will. Do you know if I'll have a meltdown? If tomorrow they say that's it, our business is done. then I'll have a meltdown because there's actually something to melt down about. If they're saying they're in constant communication with Real Madrid, they're in constant communication with Sporting Lisbon, they're in constant communication with, why do I think this is it? Like, I can't be worried about something that every big journalist, like from the Spanish media, Portuguese media, like we're hearing now they're doing flipping what is it, MTV, like teen stuff, like all of this gossipy shit, like Gyokeres is now broken up with his girlfriend kind of bullshit. Like, why am I worried? I'm just sat back and letting it happen.
To be fair, Sulz, I stand in solidarity with you. The only time I will have a meltdown is if you guys don't bring in a striker. Because Rodrygo, is an attacking winger. He's obviously better than Brennan Johnson, but he's a cross between wing and strike for me. If you don't bring in a striker, it doesn't matter who you bring in. Can we just safely accept that your club is a disgrace? And partly because I think Arteta thinks he can produce another title challenge without a striker this season. Is that what you're feeling?
I mean, there's an argument to say you can still do it with Havertz staying fit for a full season.
And if you have Havertz, do you think you can?
I mean, okay, think about it. We've done it with Gabriel Martinelli, who was on a decline, and we were a point off City. Now, granted, you can say that City team isn't the same, whatever, right? But the reality of the matter is, if we bring a Rodrygo in and Havertz can even replicate that form, we have enough goals and enough different ways of scoring goals that, yes, a striker would be it's a needed addition. But there's an argument to make if we can upgrade By the way, this isn't just an upgrade. This is a huge fucking leap that we're making at left wing. It's not even like it's going from like a Marte to that. Like, we're going off the scales kind of good. Like, arguably competing for one of the best players in the league.
So can I
for me, that's a monumental signing.
And thank you for taking time to educate me, because sometimes when I look across the road at your club, I can't understand what they're doing. So I need you to educate me. So for me, it's clear with my eyes where the priority is. Yeah. I just want to understand, Sulz, from your perspective, because I don't, fortunately for me, I don't get to feel what you feel on a daily basis. Can you explain to the panel and the chat why you have brought in the players that you've brought in first?
Because there were deals that can just be done. I mean, it's standard business. Like, if you know a deal can be done, you just get it done and you move on. Like,
you're playing a very dangerous game, though. And can I tell you why you're playing a dangerous game?
Who cares?
Everything you've said is fair. That's why I didn't interrupt you. I didn't say anything. Oh my God, you're crazy, blah, blah, blah. You're correct. You might melt down today, and then 4 days from now, you announce all the players, and actually you look like an idiot for losing your head, which was not what you're doing, because you're not losing your head. But the reason why it's a dangerous game is the following. If you do play the patient game, and then at the end of all this, these deals do not get done, that's when the energy changes. Let's say a week from now, you announce Eze, Sesko, different like levels, like obviously the best thing would be to get Eze and Rodrygo, but let's assume what myself and Deji is saying is right, and you could only get one of them. Let's say you get Eze, Sesko, and Madueke. Now you playing the patient game, you're gonna go like, oh shit, like maybe I should have ranted a little bit.
Leave Madueke. I don't want to hear that, name.
But you say you don't want to hear it. It's Fabrizio reported. It's not via Don Hussam sources. It's fucking.
Don't worry.
Fabrizio.
Listen, don't worry. You want to hear it. But when Eze goes Spurs and Rodrygo goes elsewhere, this is your future, man. Don't worry about it, man. I see it.
Yeah. I want to hear it.
It's literally Fabrizio reporting it.
Listen, you know what you guys need it for? You guys need a Ruby Rose for the title challenge, man. At the Emirates, I hear it.
The only time I'll accept Madueke is if we get Eze, Rodrygo, and everyone else that we need, and then we sign Madueke.
You should never accept Madueke. No more Chelsea rejects. Come on, brother. No more Chelsea.
Nah, one more. Run me my 50, bro. Run me my 50. Run me my 50, bro.
Why do Chelsea and Arsenal do so much business together?
It's one way. It's one way. It's literally one way. It's literally this video, bro. I don't know what you like. This is the business. This is the business right here. This right here is the business, bro. The business in question.
Arsenal always coming to save Chelsea rejects. I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying.
Not, man. Trust me, it's different era. We're talking different.
Run me my 50, bro. Run me my 50. Thank you, bro.
Noni Madueke ain't happening, man. That's just a negotiation thing.
And if it does, the coat.
Guys,
Bring up the
Oh,
quotes.
the
Sam, bring up the quotes.
already.
Bring up
This
the
is
quotes.
just a backup.
Bring up the quotes, bro.
Blah, blah, blah. Come
This
on.
may be my last statement.
To be fair, Kepa's not a bad backup.
Will, why are you gaslighting your
Bro, Kepa was at my club in 2020.
Kepa came to your club to play backup, and he got out backupped by Lunan. Allow it.
He did.
Wait. But Hussam, Lunin had a top 5 goalkeeper season in 23-24. Kepa was actually solid when he first came in. He was, but Lunin was just phenomenal. So you got
Okay,
that's
that's.
I'm
glad. Okay, I'm glad you said that. You never know what happens injury-wise. If Alisson is out for 3 weeks and I've got to play Mamardashvili, cool. If Ederson's out for a bit, City have to play Ortega, cool. They're relaxed. The thing is, with backup keepers, it's very... Actually, Deji himself will tell you that to go buy a guy called Kinski because their backup goalkeeper, aka Forster, was fucking shit because Vicari got injured. Sometimes backup keepers... And people tell me, oh, he was good. I don't give a fuck if he was good at Bournemouth. Kepa's a shit goalkeeper. Let's just establish the reality.
Yes.
Like, he's the shit
how it is, bro.
The reason why he went from the highest, the most expensive goalkeeper ever, you know, the next
That's
better
why
check
he was never worth
now he's
70
playing for
million. He was
fucking
never
Bournemouth.
that good. He's a good backup. I don't care what
He ain't
he's a
no good
backup. I
backup.
don't
Allow
care.
it. Allow
I
it.
couldn't
Not
care
everything
less
is
about
about price tag. He ain't no good backup. He's not.
It's the principle. It's the principle. You continue to buy another Chelsea reject. That's what's crazy for me.
Good. I don't care. I don't care. It's a backup. What do you want me to do? I don't care.
Here, no, don't worry. You don't care. Hey, by the way, you not caring is the reason why this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, let Deji say what he wants to say before we just read
This is my last statement to Sulz because I don't want it to feel like me and him are at loggerheads. We're not.
Because you stand in solidarity with him, don't you?
I'm standing in solidarity with Sulz. But the thing is, I'm not really liking, and I'm finding it very disconcerting when he flips his hand and says, "Nah, we can't bring in Noni." Look, have the same energy, bro. If you can bring in Kepa because you can. If you can bring in Norgard because you can, then you can bring in Noni because you can.
No, we can't.
It's as simple as that, bro. And I want you to hold that, hold that.
Bro, it's like when I tell my little brother something, he's like, no. Like, okay, you can keep saying no. That doesn't have any bearing on the fact that it's gonna happen.
Okay, 1 second. Souls, I can't lie to you. Deji actually made a very good point there. One second. If your logic is Kepa's a good goalkeeper, Madueke
it's a good backup. It's a good backup.
Or Saka is okay. You know, backup. He's just backup, right?
There's enough minutes. He could hold down the left. He could hold down the left as well. He's versatile.
He's only gonna play Carabao Cup and FA Cup. He's backup.
Bro, you man are crazy. I don't care. I'm not letting him play with the nines. I'm not letting him do it. I'm not doing it. He can't play with my kids either. No. Like, the reality is, there's one that's 60 million, and the other two cost us 16 million or something like that. There's a big difference. You know what 60 million pound gets you? A good player.
Okay, what if it's 40? What if it's 40?
No, drop it further.
Okay. Now, before we read the superchats and move on, I just want an honest answer from you right now in front of the whole panel and in front of 1,200 people. If you sign Madueke, you promise you won't gaslight? Can you make a promise right now?
I'll try not to.
Very hard. I know you, bro. You see, I know these
God, bro.
No one knows Arsenal fans like me, bro. I know what he's gonna do.
He can do a job.
I'll talk football.
The cop is gonna hit the timeline.
No.
He's saying stuff like he's just to sack the backup, you guys. Why are you?
He could do a job.
That compilation with smoke music, the guy gonna change his whole perspective.
The reason why I back Kai Havertz is because I wanted it from Bayern Leverkusen. From them days, I wanted Kai Havertz. That was a different conversation. Noni Madueke, never in my life have I wanted this guy. Whether he came from PSV, whether he came, just never have wanted him. Look, he can come in and prove me wrong. I'm just not going to back the signing. If he comes in and he bangs, nice one, lad. Fair play to you.
I hear you. Let me just read the superchats before we move on with the stream. Big up to all of you guys locked in. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Guys, can we get the likes up, Yahi? Wallahi, all this entertainment, you haven't liked the video. You're all a bunch of frauds. We haven't even spoken about Gyokeres yet, which is the next topic. And we're still going to talk Garnacho to Chelsea as well. See, RSM is not in denial. He hates the topic, but he's not in denial. They're linked to the fucker. What
RSM is not in denial over Garnacho.
Yeah, it's just a link, bro. It's just a link.
No. Hold up. I said no. Once we sign Gittins, I think it's cooked. I don't think we're getting Garnacho anymore. That's it. We got Gittins in Joao.
We'll talk about it. Let me just address a couple of these things. Let me just address a couple of these guys because it's related.
Because people take our players.
Also, the poll results are in. 64% say Rodrygo, 36% say Eze. So there you go. That's the results right there. Most people say Rodrygo anyway.
That was a stupid poll, man. That's not the poll.
Fairs.
It should have been Odegaard or Eze. That would have been a better poll.
Come on, let's be sensible, bro.
Okay. Let me just do these and then we'll move on to talk about Gyokeres. Slot slapped up Madrid and humiliated Xabi. Cry. Fact. You know us beating Real Madrid.
What?
Finally.
Yeah, we smacked up Real Madrid as well. Easy. That's how it worked.
Hey, look. Hussam, just make sure.
Sulz, when I'm having a conversation with a Madrid fan, I want you to not be the guy that speaks, considering I have this, brother. You get me?
Yeah, it don't matter. We smacked them up 5-1.
Will is the only one that can respond to this. The rest of you can't. Allow it, bro.
No, we can talk. We banged them.
Yeah, you can talk with zero UCL.
Sulz, never in your life can your club talk to me.
Yeah,
you would be dead by the time that Arsenal can talk to Real Madrid. We'll all be dead.
Beat me first. Come to my ground and beat me.
And then what'd that do for you, Sulz?
You've never done it.
What'd that do for you, Kepler and Norgard?
Hey, Will threw me an alley-oop. Bam.
Again, not Real Madrid though, innit? That wasn't Real Madrid. It took their rivals to
brother, people leave your club to win the UCL. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Thank you, Arsenal. Remember Olivier Giroud?
Man, soon come.
Hey, Sulz.
Soon come.
Hopefully,
people are in the ground.
What's happening soon?
It's happening soon.
What's happening soon?
A Champions League is coming to the Emirates.
All right, how soon?
Wait. Wait, hold up. Wait, I didn't know that Chelsea were going to be doing another tour of our UCLs in London. I didn't know that. We might drive by you guys. We might drive by you guys in the Emirates. You're right, with our trophies.
How soon? I'm asking how soon. You said soon come. Is that a Caribbean
soon
come?
Last season. We did win a Champions League last season, but you know, obviously, soon.
Excuse me.
For the men.
You've never watched Arsenal women's a day in your life. Don't even try
a day in their life. A day in their life. A day in their life.
Sulz. Name me the top goal scorer for Arsenal women's last season.
I don't care. We claim
it. Okay.
There you go.
There you go. Champions League. You probably didn't even watch the final. What are we talking about?
No,
that's your answer, chat.
No, I did not. But the
football's easier when you make it up in your head. Fact. Big up to Cal's corner. Thank you, Cal. He says, cognitive dissonance. All the big outlets said Rodrygo and Eze are our targets. Ornstein said outright that they are separate deals. Keep waffling. Yeah, but the thing is, if we provide like a different argument, we're not really waffling. I think that you have agreed personal terms with Eze, and you're going to say, just in case Rodrygo doesn't sign. So you have a plan B. I don't think you're going to sign both of them. You get me? Because Odegaard is like Arteta's pet at this point. All the shit games he had this season, and he was never dropped. Not for Nuneri, not for anyone. Like, what can we do?
Also, on top of that, Ornstein also said they'll only sign a left winger if they do sell Martinelli.
Yes,
which is we don't know if they want to sell Martinelli. We don't know if
they can, bro.
We don't know if they can. So there's 3 reasons as to why. So that's all we talk
about. Apparently, they can't even get 30. By the way,
they can't even get what? Say that again.
They can't even get 30. Apparently, I think it was Al-Nassr who rejected 30 million for Martinelli. Yeah, so even like the Saudi club don't want him. Big up to Wabo says you can't magically replace Jorginho and Partey. Why are y'all acting like we don't need cover for those players? As the window over, judge at the end. First of all, I'll tell you, and I speak for all 6 of these on the panel because we're all football YouTubers. We cannot speak at the end of the window because I'm not going to lock off my channel for the next 3 months and just drop a live stream when we get here we go. We're going to have conversations. What if this? What if that? Yesterday was United. What ifs? And City. What ifs? Today it's Arsenal. What ifs? It's just how life works. Tomorrow, inshallah, is going to be Hussam X Tom. And we're going to do, Liverpool. What ifs? What ifs exist? And that's just the truth. And the thing with the replacing Jorginho and Partey, I said Norgard is an upgrade on Jorginho, but I'm also allowed to say Zubimendi is a downgrade on Partey in this moment in time, which he is.
I disagree, but carry on.
Yeah. Mumbai Neymar has 2 Champions League gangs. Hold that lassie, is what Netweed is saying. Sulz sounds like a naive girl who got swindled, is what African Soldier is saying. He's just backing
I'm
his
doing
club.
well in life. Don't worry about that.
Yes. Deji, we can't even stoop to win your vase. Sit down. It's not Netweed. Netweed is an
Your
Arsenal
vase.
fan who's had enough of his club. Like, he just had enough. At this moment in time, I feel like if Netweed ever heard Arteta got sacked, this guy gonna drop like £500 super chat, just celebrate. So this guy he just had enough, I promise you.
Yeah, buy a champagne bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Eze, Rodrygo, Gyokeres, will Arsenal pay wages plus fees? That's the thing. I'm just being objective about this. I ain't gonna say they're gonna sign all three of them. I think 2 is possible. Rodrygo and Gyokeres, Eze and Gyokeres fairs, not all. Big up to Garth Jones who says, idea, sign both plus the guy from Chelsea bin. Then when Mo rides into the sunset next year, a triple Premier League Champions League winner for 50 million, we'll buy Saka. Sign both plus the guy from the Chelsea bin. Who's
Sign
both?
Eze and Rodrygo plus Madueke.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Salah retires, Liverpool buys Saka. Yeah.
And like a Gyokeres or a Sesko.
Hey, Saka's the Salah replacement. Let's go. Let's go.
Who's winning the
Hey,
Premier
Saka
League?
can do the Sol Campbell. Come win trophies around here, brother. Come on. I promise you're gonna do this. I promise you one thing. At Liverpool, you're gonna do this always. Every year. Even if it's a Carabao Cup or a FA Cup, you can lift something, my brother.
Leave it here with
First,
Simon.
they said wait until July 1st. Now it's the window isn't over. That's the thing. And listen, guys, in our, if you would like job or our world, bro, with all due respect, I can't just go live when we get a fucking here we go, because I would have done like 3 streams only this whole
we
summer.
discuss it as it's going on. That we can discuss things as they're ongoing and how things look so far. We can do it. Yeah,
we have to talk about the sagas and everything. Like, you get me? It is what it is. It is what it is.
I don't understand.
Big up to you, Benny.
What us to do on these content shows? Like, we're here to make content. Like, what
yeah, exactly.
Just sit here and go, Hossam, how's your day? Yeah. Is this all you want from us?
Yeah, exactly. Go like, oh, khalas, let's wait for the here we go. Like, share, subscribe, bye. I mean, I cannot do this, Habib. We have to talk. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing to get more transfer content, even though nothing has been announced yet. Speaking of nothing has been announced yet, Gyokeres drama, because I feel like there is a decision to be made on this whole Gyokeres situation from Arsenal and from Man United, given the fact that if Gyokeres decides to go to Arsenal, who do United get up top? And the fact that Gyokeres still could end up going to Manchester United if Arsenal do end up signing Sesko. So I'll start with you, Flawless, on this one, on the Gyokeres topic. What do you think is happening with this Gyokeres situation? Where do you think he ends up?
I think he ends up at
this guy. Like, why do no top teams want this player? Like, why is he being treated like a side piece? Like,
I think they do. I think the problem is the money side of things. I think it's the money that Sporting want, number one, and then number 2, the wages. I don't think there's a lack of interest. Say that again?
No, he doesn't.
No, he's a bozo who had a gentleman's agreement.
It was a gentleman's agreement, and then
like Roberto said earlier, this is the whole saga. This is the whole drama because the club is saying one thing, him and his agent are saying another. Then obviously the president came out and said there's no release clause. His agent then came out and said we do have the release clause in writing. And his agent turned around and said we won't be bullied, we won't be blackmailed. Gyokeres said something about the light will come, the truth will come to light. And the agent came out and said, look at the prices that certain players are going at. So we want more for him. We want more than 60, 70 million. So I think it's price tag number 1 in regards to the transfer fee, and number 2, I think it's wages. I think they're the 2 things. But that bridge at Sporting is burnt. Like, so he's not staying at Sporting.
He's never playing there again.
Is there another element of it? Do you think it's a principle thing? Because if, let's say, for example, for argument's sake, these gentlemen's agreements or release clause or whatever, because a lot of, like, for example, I know United and I know Arsenal have gone in for him in January. They must have got that price, like 60 million or whatever was agreed. And now they're turning around and going, actually, we want 80, 90 million. Do you think it's just a matter of principle that these clubs are just not budging? They're like, no, we agreed a certain fee. Like, if we come in the summer and we pay X, Y, and Z amount, you're willing to let him go. And now they've turned around and gone, you know what?
No, I don't think it's an agreement thing. I think it's just both Arsenal and Manchester United trying to get the best possible deal for him. If you can get him for 60 million with the numbers he's put up, that looks like a fantastic deal. Whereas if it's 80, 90 plus the wages, that's where it kind of stems from. He already said, reports came out weeks back saying he preferred Arsenal. I do believe that he ends up at Arsenal out of the 2. I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility another club comes in for him, but it depends on who needs a striker, because there's only a handful of clubs in Europe that can actually afford him from the transfer fee side of things and the wages as well. So, and this is his last big contract as well. Like this is the big contract he's going to get because I think he's like 27,
I don't actually think 60 mil is a good deal. I actually think what's happening is that both clubs are treading with caution. I say that because this is not the first time that we've seen strikers from the Portuguese league who've been badding it up be linked with the Premier League, and then they come to the Premier League and they turn out to be royal fraudsters. The truth of the matter is, numbers or not, Gyokeres is an unknown in the Prem. There's no guarantee.
The numbers is crazy.
There's no guarantee that
you're talking about Nunes though, Deji.
Bro, yeah, I think Nunes was more of a bad man in Portugal than Gyokeres.
No, it wasn't.
Look at that. Look at the Portuguese club's performances, bro, in the Club World Cup. They got exposed low key.
Again, people want to blame the league for bad scouting.
Man said Al Ahly player scored the hat trick against Porto. That's what you're gonna say?
Like that's what it is. People want to blame the league for their club not doing their due diligence. What we talk? How much did you lot pay for Solanke, Deji? And then look at Nunes's, and then look at not Nunes's numbers.
Yeah, but can I just say that I'm not going to have anyone make disparaging comments about Solanke or anyone.
It's not disparaging. I asked the question, Deji. How much did you pay? No. How much did you pay for Solanke?
We paid six. I know, but that is a loaded question, and I
loaded question.
Flawless loves those. I promise you.
No, it's uncomfortable.
You know what you're doing, Flawless.
It's uncomfortable because man tell you,
it's uncomfortable because
don't get it misunderstood, Deji, my guy. But to turn around and say Gyokeres at 60 million when you paid 55 for Solanke.
No, the thing is,
what are we talking about?
We weren't. The only thing I would say is we will see Solanke's true potential under Thomas Frank, which we were denied under Postecoglou. But what I am saying, bro, and look, bro, I'm trying to help you out. You guys need a striker, and we talked earlier about your club being an easy payday, hence why you're able to attract certain players. It would be foolish.
It's not just that's a myth. It's not just the money. It's the money a part of it. Yes. Let's stop acting. No. We ain't gonna pull out this false.
Foolish to think 60 million Gyokeres from the Portuguese league is a good deal.
Why is it not a good deal?
It's because he could come to the Prem and be another Nunes.
But any player could come to the
Prem, and he could come to the Prem and bang like Portugal, like players up from there before. No. Based off of what, Deji? Why is he not score? Why is he not a success here?
Bro, can I ask you legit? And I'm not.
No. Can you answer my question? I answer any question you have. Why will he not?
I'm going to answer your question, my bro, because I can see that you're a bit catchy and it's calm.
I'm not. I actually think he goes Arsenal.
So look, on this panel, can you please name me the top 5 leagues in the world?
Prem, La Liga, Bundesliga,
yep.
Serie A,
French league,
Liga,
and then like Liga.
I'll take Liga.
So, bro, my context comes from the fact that the striker that you're shaking your bum for.
I don't shake my bum for no one. Let's kill that. Deji. Hey, yo, let's kill that. I don't shake my bum for no one.
Bro,
hey, I don't shake my bum for nobody. Let's just clarify.
The player that you want to defend,
you're not even listening. I don't think he joined.
He's not coming from a league in the top 5.
Oh, Deji, there's been no successful players from the Portuguese league. Oh, Deji, there's been no successful players from the Portuguese league. Then that's what you're saying. There's been none.
No.
I'm asking you a question. There's been no successful players.
Who do you want to draw our attention to?
Bruno.
I'm asking you, Deji. You're a footballing man. So you're telling me there's been none.
Who do you
I am asking you a question. Why don't you want to answer questions? I'm asking you a question. So I'm asking you again. I'm asking you again. Has there been no successful players from the Portuguese league to the Premier League?
Can I assume you may be referring to Bruno Fernandes?
You don't. Definitely not. No. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. No. I am asking you the question. No, Deji. I asked you the question. Stop trying to dodge the question, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying. If Solanke was as the usage of you, he'd score 30 goals a season. I ask you the question again. Has there been no successful players from the Portuguese league to join the
one.
Premier League? There's been one. Who's the one? Who's the one?
Ronaldo.
Just Ronaldo. He's been the only. So you're saying right now, Deji, on Don Hassam's channel, there's been one player from the Portuguese. Wait. No. We're clarifying this. We are getting the final statement. So you're saying, Deji, in the history of the Premier League.
But you're not helping me.
Ask you again. In the history of the Premier League, there's been one player who's joined from the Portuguese league and been a success in the Prem. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, there's Ruben.
You say,
bro, I can help you out. There's Nani, there's Ruben Diaz, there's what's his name? The Chelsea defender, Ricardo Carvalho. There's many.
Go on, we keep going.
There is many. You could probably name around.
So do you want to still stand on your wrong statement, Deji, or can we move the conversation on?
Diaz is from Porto, right?
Yeah,
just Ruben Diaz.
I just want to know.
No, Ruben Diaz came from Benfica.
No, sorry, not Diaz.
You know what it is? I don't like that.
You're winging.
I want to know which.
I know you don't like the question because it makes your argument look terrible. I hate your last question that makes my argument look terrible. I get it. I understand.
Wait, Deji, Bernardo Silva. He's from
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva came from Monaco. Deco came from Barca to Chelsea.
I'm talking about gun.
But everyone else we mentioned counts. Like Ricardo
Carvalho. According to Deji, Cristiano Ronaldo's the only one who's been a success here from the Portuguese.
Paulo Ferreira, that Porto team.
Wait. Was Ronaldo Silva not at Benfica?
Yeah, Habibi, he went from Monaco to the Premier League, so we can't say it's a transaction from Portuguese league. You know, that's what.
You know what? If
it's like me saying Jota just because he played in the Portuguese league, but we bought him from Wolves.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
That's
Enzo Fernandez. I think that he's been a success.
Yeah.
3 years later, he can't be considered.
When I was referring to Portuguese, I was actually thinking about strikers.
Okay, so how many strikers have? Okay, so how many strikers have been here? Then, if we're gonna do this, how many Portuguese outside of Nunes? How many strikers have made the jump?
Anyway,
we're just using Nunes. Nunes is the one example we're going to use, and it's one.
Hey, you want to know something, Flawless? Flawless, you want to know something? Rory mentioned this. Big up Rory, Arsenal fan. He was like, Nunes has done irreparable damage.
Yes.
To the reputation of strikers from
I don't think that's just him though.
And you want to know something? You want to know something? Honestly, 3 years watching Nunes in the Prem, I don't blame anyone if he says I don't want to buy a striker from Portugal.
You know who I blame? The people who said go get Darwin Nunes. That's who I blame. I don't blame the league. Go watch it.
With that as well.
That's where I'm at with it. People want to blame leagues and say, "Oh, there's only play." No. You black when people say Bundesliga tax, there seems to be some great players who have come from the Bundesliga, but then you got people who go sign Timo Werner.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
Flawless, that was a cheap shot, you know. That was a very.
That was aimed at. It wasn't just you. You know what I'm saying? Because Chelsea bought him.
Yeah. That's a reject we did not buy.
Kai Havertz and them, man. But hey, that's a whole different conversation.
That is a different
Havertz is good, man. Havertz is good.
So are you okay with if, let's say, Sesko goes to Arsenal? Are you okay with United signing Gyokeres then?
Gyokeres initially was high on my list, but then when the reports came out saying that he preferred Arsenal, I was like, okay, let him go Arsenal and keep it stepping. There's ample strikers out there. Oshiman's actually top of my list. I don't think we'll get Oshiman, but you have a Oshiman, you have a Mateta. There are two strikers there off rip. There's been reports that Ivan Toney could leave Saudi as well. So there's ample quality strikers out there to go and get.
TK as well, Flawless.
Flawless, where was Rasmus on your list when you were linked with him?
I didn't know him. I don't rate strikers from the Italian league. I don't rate strikers. I don't rate strikers from the Italian league.
You were pretty excited when you knew he was coming through. No?
Nah, we spoke around them times, so you know my thoughts on it. My channel's there, Sarcasm City TV. Go check it. I don't delete streams. Man, see, man, try to get me. It ain't gonna work, man. Too slick, man. Too slow, Deji. Too slow, man. Come on, man. You gotta be better than that, fam. You gotta be better than that. I've left you, man, in the Matrix. But yeah, that's what it is with the strikers. There's strikers out there. Like I said, I mentioned Mattel. He's there. Oshiman, of course, there's the wages, but go negotiate. Links to Ivan Toney as well. Like a TK, like man just mentioned also. So yeah, the list goes on with strikers. It just go get a quality striker. That's where I'm at.
I think the issue with the quality strikers is all the names that you mentioned, like a Katike, they're asking for 100 million euros, right? Osame, even though the asking price is 60, it's wages. Even with Gyokeres, again, like you said, it's wages, and a lot of clubs don't want to get in between whatever is going on between Sporting and Gyokeres. Like until that's figured out, that's like a landmine. Like clubs don't want to go near that right now.
That's time to jump
But
in.
that's a lesson for all football players. Don't do gentleman agreement.
No, stop, bro. Stop. Like, that's dumb, man.
This is a
Never,
business,
bro.
But with it, with the wages,
that's time to get involved, because now that it's such a public thing that he's unhappy and that he's never going to play, that definitely does drive down his price. Because now
Absolutely.
what? So now, like, you can't ask for 80 million if this guy is not going to play for you ever again because you pissed him off. So you could take advantage, like generally.
No, you can. The thing is, like, you could agree with the player, is what I'm saying. But like, until the club finds a resolution with the player, like you're gonna.
What if the president?
There's nothing to be done.
Like he could just be petty and go, nah, do you know what? He could rot on the bench. Like what?
Call his bluff. That's a brave man. I hate you so. I think it's a brave man to do that though.
Let's see, right? Sporting, but Sulz.
You're saying like send them to the academy for a year or something?
Yeah, I'm just saying. What if this
give him the Chelsea bomb squad treatment, bro?
Like, aren't Sporting more of like a selling club, bro? Like Sporting would never do that because that's a valuable asset that's now depreciating. Like Sporting need that money.
No,
correct me if I'm wrong. The sporting director was Hugo Viana, right? Last season. And I could be wrong, chat. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And then the sporting director left. And then Amarim left. And then this whole like gentleman agreement thing just, I'm going to kill the fuck out of you if you come near me again. Anyway, so the sporting agreement thing, it's just an annoying mosquito. Die, bitch. Anyway, so as I was saying, you get me? It's dead, I promise you. Mosquito killer expert. I'm going to wash my hand after I ask the question. So, with Hugo Viana and Amarim leaving, this whole gentleman's agreement went out the door because of something Flawless mentioned. They're like, hold on a minute. Frankfurt want 100 million for fucking Ekitike. I ain't going to take no 60 million for Gyokeres. Why should I? You know, they're looking at Isak 150. They're looking at the prices of all these strikers. That's why when Flawless was bringing up Solanke, even though he was trying to get it like as a... Oh, see? Told you.
Yeah. No, I was just getting to, we got to the bottom of it in the end, but I just wanted to get to how is Solanke worth that, but Gyokeres is nowhere near 60. That's what I didn't understand. But we got.
No, I just said I'm not sure that the Gyokeres deal is as good as you were making it sound. That was all.
Yeah, but in case of what is he gonna give me? Does if he gets here, does he outscore Solanke?
We don't know that.
I'm asking you, does he outscore Solanke if he joins us?
I think under Thomas Frank, Solanke bangs, bro. Remember,
how many goals does he get?
Under Iriola, you know, Solanke got.
How many goals does he get in the Premier season?
Are you telling me for real? You think?
Give us Linky. How many does Linky get?
Give us a number. Deji. Stop avoiding the question. Stop avoiding any question you have when you answer mine. How many goals does Solanke score this season?
Solanke scores more goals than your striker, man.
That's not a number. That's not a number.
Give me a number to get my striker. You said Solanke bangs. What does that entail?
More goals than Gyokeres.
Give us a number. How many goals?
A number.
Does he get 20 league goals?
I don't know. He just scores more goals.
Does he get 15? Does he get 15 league goals this season?
The fact that you can't put a number to it shows you don't believe it, bro.
Let me put a number to it.
I'm not gonna lie. Deji is moving like.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, man.
I'm in the hot seat. Don't like it, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe. Beating, man.
If he comes to your club, how many does
Gyokeres get? No, wait, we ain't just bypassing that. Solanke's number.
Say the number.
15 plus Premier League goals.
He gets 15 plus Premier League goals. 15 plus. Okay, what's your question for me?
But is that what you think? 65
goals when he comes to your club.
What? I don't think Gyokeres is signing for my club. I think he goes after.
How many goals does he get?
If he gets his 15 plus.
So this is a mid-off. This is what we're arguing about.
Ain't no middle.
That's the middle. Like we're talking about 15 plus goals. Like this is what the argument was about.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's not on him. I don't know how. No. Ain't no. I don't know how the rest of my team's gonna look. That takes into consideration. That's the problem.
Okay, speaking of mid, can I ask you the last question of the stream to all of you guys? No. I know you guys have all got to go, and I genuinely apologize for keeping you so long. This is the final topic, and we won't go for so long, so we just end the stream and call it and say good night. Foolish snippet, just quickly. Truth be told, Arsenal saga waffle banter ruins the YouTube content, all thanks to trigger heavy fan base. In the words of Flawless, if you get triggered, that's on you, brother. We can praise the shit that we like, and we can dislike the stuff that we dislike. I said Sesko's shit when he was linked to Liverpool. What you want me to like? He's linked to Arsenal. Oh, Arsenal are scary. No, fuck all that. Sesko's crap. You get me? This panel is A1. More of this group of some. This panel is definitely A1. Like the combinations of this panel. Just fucking elite, bro. I'll be honest with you. Thanks so much, see you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Speaking of mid, we have to just discuss final topic. You get me? Everyone like and subscribe. Garnacho. RSM, please do not do what Mr. Sulz did in the Madueke section.
Hold down.
You know, me and you both saw it, even after Gittins. Laurie Whitehall reported it, and Matt Law reported it. Garnacho to Chelsea. 2 options down the left-hand side.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this?
Talk on it.
All right, let me.
Garnacho, you're getting
No.
another
Let me
test.
go from a higher.
Oh,
Let me go from a
RSM
high.
don't like it now. Sulz is doing it to him. He don't like it
I didn't
anymore.
even say anything yet.
Yeah,
I didn't even
Hey,
speak.
graphic.
I didn't even
Graphics on the
speak.
screen.
I didn't even speak. I didn't even speak. All right, first things first. I do think that there was a lot of legs in the Garnacho links, especially in the past January window. I think that's probably when they were at the highest peak, to be honest. And I think even Flawless could admit, what did Garnacho do after that January window? How was his tail end of the season? Can you let me know what he did?
Oh, he did nothing before or after that. He's dreadful. He did
It was bad. Not only was it bad, right? What did he say after the Europa League?
Oh, about see, I was gonna ask you if you had the graphic. Appreciate that. He said some nonsense. Oh, you mean the interview afterwards? You had some nonsense.
Yeah, the
about-
interview after.
Yeah, he did. He was upset he didn't start, having started every game in the previous rounds and rare and all this rubbish. That's what he was. And we had a poor season and we didn't beat anyone and all this stuff. Maybe because you went 20 games without a goal, mate. Maybe that added to it. But hey,
I agree. Something that has been consistent, that has upset a lot of the Chelsea fan base, including myself, is that our sporting directors have said, if somebody has issues, a lot of issues off the pitch, we don't like to look at them, right? If we feel like they're going to cause an issue within the team, we don't like to look at them, right? What does that say about Garnacho? That's one. Let me continue. Going into this, I said, I do think he is on the list. Do I think he's high up on the list? No. 2 reasons. One, I think Manchester United's asking price is very high. Let's be honest. You guys are asking for what, like 50, 60 for him? That's way too high. That's a lot of money. So that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. And I saw like, and number 2.
Excuse me, but you're going to try and finesse 50 million for Madueke out of me? Nah, brother.
Of course. We finesse you for Havertz.
You don't get 50 million Garnacho, brother. You will do transactions.
No, but the thing that you need to understand is we are a good selling club. You know what I'm saying? That's why we could do it. We sold Mount. We sold Havertz. Mount had 1 year left on his contract. Why in God's green earth did Man United do that, bro? Because we're good at selling. We're a good selling club. Y'all can hate it, but it's the truth. Second, anyways, all the reports coming from the Chelsea side said that if we were even to entertain a Garnacho thing, it would be the exact same thing we did with Sancho. A loan with an option to send back. That's it.
Yeah, but I'm talking even about the Chelsea side. That's what Matt Law reported.
No, but my point is saying, like, even the Chelsea side, we're not, even if we were to go for Garnacho, it wouldn't be to buy him at all whatsoever. Right? And now that we got Gittins, right? We got Joao Pedro who can play off the left. And next year, we have the Quenda kid coming in who is very highly rated, highly touted, right? Are we going to get in Garnacho then? That's too many left wingers. Way too many left wingers around the same age. It makes no sense. And I think now with Joao Pedro being able to be on the left, we have a lot less pressure. And then I'll tell you even furthermore, there's a lot of reports saying, even Fabrizio said it, Chelsea are in for one more attacker, right? One more attacker. It's looking like what Chelsea's going to do this window. Who is the most heavily linked attacker so far? It's Kudus. Kudus is the one that's making all the noise at the moment.
Garnacho.
The Garnacho links are dead. And not only that, what Laurie was reporting, right, was the think piece that was written a week before saying Garnacho and Nkunku's trade could happen. And then when you click and read the article, it's a think piece saying this could happen, even though there has been 0 club-to-club discussions about a player swap. So that's why, me personally, I'm at peace. Because I know that there is legitimately 0 chance of it happening at this point. If you ask me during the winter, you could go back. Again, like Flawless said, I don't delete streams. Go back to my winter streams. I was like, please, God, if we get in Garnacho, it's over. Garnacho on, TV off. That's what I was going to do for the rest of the season. There's no way I was going to entertain this. Now, I feel a lot more, I feel very, very calm about it. I don't think it's going to happen for the asking price, for the reasons I stated before, and because the most heavily linked attacker at this point in time is Kudus. It's not Garnacho. Garnacho,
okay,
I think at a certain, I acknowledge we looked at him. I acknowledge at a certain point in time, especially during the January window, it was definitely real. now I think it's kind of
Let me just say this. Big up to Blaze versus Garnacho in the words of Sulz. It cannot happen.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
We're here to ask the hard-hitting questions. Flawless and Deji had the hard-hitting questions segment. So did Will, and so did all of us over here. The hard-hitting question is, Kudus does not want to join Chelsea. Then does Garnacho happen? We have to be realistic.
Because no, I still don't think it happens. The issue with the Garnacho thing is everything I stated above, right? Which is the asking price and the fact that we got Quenda in that same winter window. I think we're looking at too many people blocking each other at the exact same age bracket on that left wing. It doesn't make sense. And even when we look at the kid who just went to Madrid, that Franco Mastuano guy, right? We were heavily scouting him for a very long time. But when he went to Madrid, the reports came out. Chelsea decided to not entertain that because we already had Steva, we had Paez, and we got Palmer. Too many people in the same age bracket for that position. So I think that's the issue with Garnacho. Like I said, if you asked me during winter, bro, I was shitting myself. I can't lie. I did not want to see Garnacho at my club. And the fact that at that point in time, we were starting to look at our wingers suspect, like you guys aren't scoring enough goals. And they're like, and people were bringing up Garnacho goals in the Prem stats. I was like, please, God, sporting directors, do not fall for this, bro. Please use your eyes, bro. And that's what I'm saying. I think it's calm. Like I said, I think that with the signings that we made, the chances have gone down to near zero. Like I'm really not worried about it.
Hey, listen, your club's done crazy things in the past. This ain't out of the realms of possibility.
I love the fact that Souls just have like a different step about it when it comes to this.
But it's like,
topic.
but you know what it is though, like
RSM did during the Madueke segment.
No, but okay, but the thing is, even if two things could happen, you have to acknowledge that the probability for either or is very different. You know what I'm saying? Like there is a chance, for example, tomorrow I'm gonna eat food. That is not the same chance as saying tomorrow an asteroid is gonna fall out of the sky and hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like those both could happen, which is more likely.
Garnacho's likely to happen. Like, let's be absolutely.
Okay. Hold on. No. I know, but I'm being hyperbolic. But my point being, right? I have given you a list of reasons why I think it is very unlikely. Give me a list of reasons why you think it is very likely. Give me a list of reasons. No, give me your list of reasons.
Yeah, you wanted him in the winter.
If Kudus says no,
another winger who's been locked up for drug use. You know, you've got ransom money to pay back. You know, all of this sort of stuff is happening. You need Garnacho.
So it's not. So again, so there's no reasons. It's just banter.
Yeah,
Got it, bro.
Mudrik's been locked away.
I hear it, bro.
Mudrik's been locked away. You need to replace him.
We already did. That's my whole point. We already did.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, we have. Neto can play left or right. Joao Pedro can play on the left, and we got Gittins. That's three people. That's three people.
No, Gittins is young. Garnacho is a bit more experienced in the Prem.
No, but that's the thing. That's you. Hold up. That's the thing. That's you trying to sell it. But again, I have given you solid reasons, right, as to why the chance is very low. You haven't given me. You haven't given me anything to show why you think it is likely.
I'm saying if Kudus doesn't happen, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying if Kudus, because the thing is, Kudus would be brought in to play on the right, not on the left.
Yeah, but Garnacho can also play on the right.
No, Garnacho's not.
Garnacho can play. He can play both left and right. Yes, he got.
Yeah, but that's my point. We already have three people on the left. If anything, Kudus comes in because Nani leaves. That's my whole point. So we would need somebody on the right.
Yeah.
And that would be Kudus. No, but that's my point. That wouldn't be Garnacho. But that's my whole point. It would not be Garnacho. Because on the right, we'll also have Steva, who's going to be that right wing depth. And I told you, we are doing, at least at Chelsea, right? Not in terms of the buy, because if we loan people out, it doesn't matter. But in terms of people we play in the first team, we don't like to have people within the same age bracket blocking each other.
Yeah, but look, for the Kurdish deal, they don't have to necessarily falter to your demands. Whereas in United might just be like, look, we've got an unsettled player.
No, but I already told you though, like all the reports, hold up, the reports on our side is that we're not buying. When we were interested in Garnacho, it wasn't even to buy.
United could falter and go, do you know what? Yeah, let's do a loan.
Do you see a word that you signed Rodrygo? Where Chelsea signed Rodrygo?
What?
Do you see a word in which Chelsea signed Rodrygo?
If he's available, we would go. We would at least try for him.
Against us, head to head. Now let's go. You're walking out of that room. I'm telling you, as soon as you see Berta coming in, you're walking out.
Here we go.
Hey, this
Berta Glaze is disgusting, brother. He's done nothing for your club yet. Zero.
You wait.
Do you claim Thierry Henry's Barca UCL? Like, brother, what is this? He's done nothing for you yet. Why are we claiming stuff that he did in the past? He's done nothing for you.
I don't claim that, brother. That's different. What he done in the Prem, brilliant, phenomenal. He's a god.
But what has Berta done for Arsenal right now?
Right now, he's doing his thing, innit? He's doing his thing.
But you act okay, but why are you acting? Look, why are you acting? No, but bro, he's acting like Berta is fucking Perez. Walks into a room, everybody leaves, scatters. What are we talking about? That's not the case.
Omar from the wild. You try to see, bro.
I'm telling you, Italian mafia, man rolls with the guns. I'm telling you.
Based off no evidence that he's done that at Arsenal, bro.
He's got Gyokeres, yeah. Like he was twerking for his manager to go. Listen, I know you've got a situation.
He has, bro. Like, but that's my whole point. He hasn't gotten Gyokeres. He's done nothing for you to be twerking for him like this.
No.
The Berta Defense League is crazy.
No. If Berta wants Gyokeres, man just snaps his finger in his.
Brother, Krispy Kreme is gonna go out of business with the amount of glaze you're putting out right now, brother. This is crazy. Berta has done nothing for you.
What do you mean he's done nothing for us? He's done a lot for us.
What has he done? Who's he gotten through the door?
He's got Zubimendi through the door, Norgard, Kepa, and he's getting us more.
Facts. They bolstered the squad. They got
wow, bro. Wow. Insane. Insane polls. Who would have ever thought anybody could ever get those deals done? Truly, nobody has done it like Berta.
Now, okay. On top of that, he's going to get us Rodrygo. He's going to get us a Gyokeres or a Sesko, and he's going to get us an Eze.
But he hasn't done it yet, which is my point.
Trust me, he'll do it. I'm telling you, he'll do it.
Trust. We went. That's the thing. We went from when Berta walks into the room, he's gonna. Everybody leaves. Everybody runs like cockroaches too. Trust me, bro. Source. Trust me, bro. That's my source. Trust me, bro.
No. Eze deal. Look at the Eze deal. All the clubs.
Eze isn't not your club, your brother. This is my point.
Straight line. We've got a right.
You know, Sulz. One thing I'll say about you is you never
God, bro.
You never hide. I will make sure that I will get you on a stream with RSM specifically. If this whole
end of the window.
You know what I'm hoping
just do it at end of the window. End of the window.
I hope when we're getting this deal negotiated, Chelsea walk in that door just so we can smack them out of it.
Because historically that's what's happened.
Bring it. No, come. Now, Modric, you man had to pay ransom money. There's no ransom to play Brazil. There's no bribing of governments going on here. We do things legit.
Is that C24? Where the fuck have you been, C24?
C24, he's been around, man. C24,
what up, C-Nac? Yeah, that's my boy, man. That's my boy.
I'm calling him out for my channel, you fraud.
Oh, right. Okay.
Maybe
that's
my guy, bro.
Maybe treat him nicer and he beat him.
Let me tell you something. You want to know something about these Chelsea fans? This is the truth. Chelsea fans were in my chat 24/7 up until December time when they're doing really well. And then in the drop-off period, they all fucking disappear, bro. I swear. I did not see a single one.
I don't want to hear about my club doing bad from you. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fairs. Unnecessary, but fairs. You get me? The only ones I can recall being here is like Abdi Haas, Abdimas Prime, C was here, JC was here. You get me? Like, it's just a couple of people I can count. The rest all fucking disappeared, bro. Like, literally just fucking bows. Like, oh, I ain't gonna watch no Donald Trump content now. It's crazy. Fuck you, C24. You backstabbed me. And it says, big up Usami, you fraud. You are a backstabber, mate. It was unnecessary for you to hide this much, mate. But big up, though. Thank you for the super chat. Listen. Deji Spurs in the description. Go give him a subscribe. Go subscribe to Football Carnage as well. That's Will's channel. Gunnar Sol's channel in the description. Go give him a subscribe in case he decides to go live. Sarcasm City TV. You will see me in his comment section. You will see me. You get me. Always showing love. Flawless. I'm a subscriber to Sarcasm City TV. I absolutely love that channel. Go subscribe to him as well. And there is one thing definitely in common between me and Sarcasm City TV. And that's Ryan Disrespect. That's what you will 100% get on both channels. You get me? So that's why you should subscribe. And man said it's the if he wants that's killing me because of Kepa. Yeah, because of Kepa Arrizabalaga. Bro, if that guy has to play like 5 games next season and Sulz is on stream saying like, oh, we couldn't play Raya. Unprecedented circumstances. I'm going to flip.
I'll see if flip. First long shot, I'll be there. First long shot, I'll be there. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I don't know if you guys are... But you know what it's like? It's like those guys that are... Those guys on TikTok where they made a bet every time for Angel Reese to break her first shot, that's gonna be me every time when Kepa faces his first long shot when he starts for Arsenal. I'll tell you right now, bro.
Imagine first game, God forbid Raya's injured, right? Man United away, you get me Bruno Screamer 30
Bruno
yards.
Screamer.
No,
Bruno.
Imagine Bruno Sulz on time watching the game going like, he's only 5 million. He's only 5 million.
Yeah, well, when Kepa's trying to save it like this, when Kepa's trying to save the long shots like this, bro, yeah, we'll be there, man.
You're definitely here for the spec. You even bought the shirt. Ed is on it. Ed is on it. Big up to you, Ed. Listen, anyway, big up all the super chatters. Big up everyone who's shown us love. This stream is going to take you over to RSM TV.
Yes, sir.
He's going to go do a Premier League transfer show right now. Stay over here. Do not go anywhere. Every single one of you guys, all of you, go over to RSM TV. Go show him the same love. Show me. Subscribe to his channel because this stream is going to take you over there. Thank you to Flawless. Thank you to Sulz. Thank you to Will, Deji, and thank you to Roberto as well. And this stream is going to take over to his channel. So stay here. Love you all, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow as well.
Big up.
Peace.